Hello there carpologists, I'm Joe and today we're going to be taking a look at these. These are the Prologic Classic Carp rods. More specifically, I have the 3 pound 12-foot versions, and behind you is also the 4.5 pound test curve spod rod. Now I got my hands on these a couple of weeks ago, so I took them to a local data course to me at Newton Park to give them a test. More specifically, to test out something called parabolic action, which I'd not heard of before. Basically, it means it's got a very progressive power to the rod. So you've got a fairly forgiving tip section, and then the rest of the rod progressively gets more and more strong. So you can cast out a fair old distance. I was using a 4-ounce lead, whacking it to the far bank. And if you wanted to use solid PV bag setups, it would be absolutely no problem. So if you want to cast far with bigger weights, then you can do, but it's also forgiving when playing fish. So it's not a broomstick, and it's got a nice playing action. I put that to the test as well. I had a couple of lovely fish, and the venue in particular, they love to fight down the margins. So I needed something that can absorb those lunges under the rod tip, and it did that absolutely fine. So it's cushioning all of those lunges, but it still had the backbone to get the fish in, which is really nice to play fish on. Now I'm going to hand over to past me, who's going to talk to you a bit more about the cosmetics and the specifications, but also a bit more about the pricings and the 3-for-2 deal that Prologic have to offer. They all come with SIC guides and a 50mm butt guide, excluding the 10-foot version. The rods are finished off with a lovely matte black finish and a high-density EVA non-slip shrink tube handle. The classic rods can be bought in a 2-section 10-foot 3 pound version, or a 12-foot 3 pound 2-section, 12-foot 3 pound 3-section, 12-foot 3.5 pound 2-section, and the classic 12-foot spod rod at 4.5 pound. There we go, a quick look at the Prologic Classic Carp rods. I've been using the 3 pound test curve 12-foot rod today and the 4.5 pound spod rod. Now that's a bit overgunned for the spawn I was using today, but for this sort of distance it was perfect, and the accuracy was spot on every time. Really nice feel, nice flick to the tip, and got it out no problem. And I've just finished, as you can see, I've got another fish in the net with the second fish on the carp rods. Played it really nicely, as you saw on the fighting footage, and I've just got some GoPro footage as well of it just absorbing those lunges exactly as you want it to. Now for the best part. The 10-foot rod comes in at $39.99 and the 12-foot variations come in at $49.99. But if you buy 2 of them, you get the spod rod free. So for $99.99, you're getting a carp setup with a spod rod, and that value for money is absolutely exceptional. And I wouldn't have been able to tell they were that cheap. They really did play the fish really nicely. I've put them to the test today with a couple of really fighting fit mirrors, and you can't really complain at that. I'm gonna get this one unhooked and head on home. For more information, please visit the Prologic website. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again soon.